Guys, I can't believe it snowed outside in almost April. It snowed. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
I have a feeling I know why you're actually bringing out the vlog camera right now.
Because we're making pancakes.
I thought it was because this is something I don't usually do very often.
Well, you don't.
Yeah, I don't usually pretend to care for you or anything like that at all, do I?
You never make pancakes.
This never happens. We only just pretend like we actually like each other, right?
Yeah, totally.
Back up a bit. Remember our agreement. At least 5 feet away. There we go.
Is this okay?
That's okay. This is how we live with each other, actually.
Yep.
It's all just a ruse.
Behind the camera.
It's all just a ruse.
We never get close.
No. We just have like a mutual understanding that we just stay far away from each other, you know?
You know, people are going to take this very seriously.
Oh, probably, because my voice is very monotone and I completely sound serious.
You better kiss me.
I totally kiss nothing because she won't go on camera right now.
Well, I just woke up. And we're making pancakes and sausages.
What's kind of sad though is we bought all the ingredients to make this like 2 weeks ago, but this is the only morning
we have time.
That we have time to actually make pancakes.
So busy. And I know people say that all the time, like, oh, we've been so busy. No, we have been traveling 4 hours a day.
Toronto or like the other GTA areas and all that stuff. Like Thomas, this little guy right here, was home alone for 6 hours.
Yeah.
So long, right?
We did.
Ty's brother Bear came and checked on him once and took him out.
My brother was working in the area, so he stopped by and got mauled by the dogs for about an hour, which we really appreciate.
Yeah.
But this little guy, he didn't know what to do with himself.
And the reason why we were in Toronto yesterday is because I got a new tattoo under this sleeve, which I'll show you after. No, you're gonna have to blur it. Oh, I thought you were gonna pull it back. So I'll show you that after. Right now we're just making pancakes. We discovered the secret to gluten-free pancakes is adding a little bit of cinnamon.
Well,
just a little bit.
I've known this for a long time.
Oh, well I just discovered it because it tastes good. Because gluten-free can be a little iffy.
Hey, I used to have gluten-free pancakes even before I met you because of my mom. She can't have gluten. And the real trick is cinnamon and
bananas.
Banana.
I don't like
Jessii
bananas.
doesn't like bananas.
Ugh.
Because the banana gets rid of that grainy texture. And I love bananas. It tastes great. Are you gonna get the ugly pancake?
I don't care. I don't really care about the shape. It's about the flavor.
I think they're gonna get the ugly pancake.
Ty, that's gonna be a giant pancake.
Isn't that the intention? You make like the little tiny ones? No, I make big ones. I make ones that fill the plate because that's how it goes. It's a little rough looking, but it should be okay.
Maple syrup.
The staple among all Canadian households.
And this is like the legit maple syrup.
That's like the maple syrup you get from like the side of the road. Do you ever have that?
No, but I had this brand all my life, and it's French.
Me growing up in the country, there would always be, especially right as winter was just rolling in, the maple syrup stands on the side of the road.
I've never seen those.
The exact same stuff you get.
That is so Canadian.
Yeah. We don't have lemonade stands, we have maple syrup stands.
The progress. Progress.
I told you you get the ugly pancake.
I like that one.
It just has like a nice weird texture to it.
I like it.
But at least this side doesn't look too bad.
That looks pretty good.
The first pancake's always the worst, I'll have you know.
First cut is the deepest. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Holy.
Hey, you gotta drench it. It's gotta soak. This thing needs to be soggy and crispy at the same time.
For real? Would you like some pancake with your syrup?
I would actually. I don't think one pancake's enough.
Ty, that's ridiculous.
Hey, it's just because it's flat. It's a nice thin layer. I'm 5, okay? I like sugar. I'm starting to show my age a little bit. Jessii and I just had a conversation of when was the day that you realized you can't eat nearly as much sugar as you could. When I was a kid, I was a fiend when it came to candies and all that stuff. I still kind of am, but I limit myself. That was too much.
I think that's too much for even a kid.
Yeah, I need to get like a big glass of not real milk.
Almond milk.
We have almond milk here, and that might help, but oh, it's so rich. Why can't I just eat everything like I was a kid? But now I'm probably gonna have a Lyme flare up and I'm gonna be jittering and shaking the rest of the day. That's
probably.
Gonna be fun. Yeah.
Good job.
Back it up, 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 back it up. Good girl. And gentle, good girl. Just need a little crunch. There you go.
The crunching.
The crunch is so cute. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't use my water bottle, but what the heck is this?
You guys are currently on a candle, and then there's like a mask box on top, so it's kind of like...
I feel like you just refuse to use the tripod just to spite me.
The tripod takes so long. I just
No,
want to
it
use something
doesn't.
easy that's already on the counter.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't take long at all.
Okay, guys.
And now the top of my head's missing.
Sorry about that.
We're gonna have to demonstrate some really bad posture today.
So, I'm doing a tattoo reveal because yes, this is my second tattoo of the month. I don't know what's going on with me. I think I might have a problem starting.
A little bit.
Because I've now planned out like the rest of my tattoos, and I'm still gonna get like I think about 5 or 6 more. It's pretty crazy. But this is like the last of like the next 6 months. I won't get any more until the fall because honestly the process is really anxiety inducing and it hurts a lot. And the one I
people
just
need
got
to know how anxious you get. She was panicking for a week.
Yeah.
For the one that she just got.
The drive there was really bad. I was losing my mind a little bit.
You were, but it doesn't really help, especially because we had to drive down to Toronto to get this done. I do not like driving in cities, it's stressful. And right next to me is Jessii digging into my arm, shaking. It doesn't really help out when you're driving in a already stressful situation.
And you weren't helping because I was like thinking about all the worst case scenarios. And you brought up something like, you know, some people have heart attacks when they're getting their tattoos done and their heart just stops. Because I think I was like, oh, what if I pass out? And you were like, some people do and they die. And I was like, thanks.
No.
That is what you
were
said.
asking because you said, if I just pass out, tell the tattoo artist to keep going. I said, they can't do that. They're not allowed to. It's like, sure, people can faint. That's still not good, but you don't want them to be having a serious condition. Like, you don't want someone to have a heart attack. Just keep tattooing the person.
You
need
said
to make sure that they
your
have
heart
medical
might
help.
stop. And I was like, no.
Anyone's heart can stop at any moment.
I don't want to
Live in
hear
fear.
that. I don't want to hear that.
Live in fear all the time. Anything can happen.
Anyway, so it was a very anxiety-induced drive to Toronto, and then we ended up being late, even though we left like 15 to 20 minutes early from home. So we were like rushing to find parking, which gave me anxiety. We tried calling the place to let them know we'd be 20 minutes late, but it kept sending us to a million different locations that weren't the Toronto location. So by the time we got there, we were almost like half an hour late, but they didn't really seem to care. The tattoo artist was really chill. He's actually from Korea, and he travels around the world because his tattooing is absolutely amazing. He's really talented. He goes to Toronto, Vancouver, different places in the US, but he primarily tattoos in Korea. And he was a really nice guy. We had to use Google Translate for most of our interactions, but like, it was great. It was really nice. He did an amazing job. And I'm gonna show you guys the reveal of my tattoo. But first, comment down below what you think it is. And the clue is that you've already seen it somewhere in our house. If that makes sense. It's one of our decor pieces in the house.
We can just do this.
You're just
because
gonna
the
turn
comments are already there.
Can you think about what it is? I'm not really sure. From Lord of the Rings. So yeah, the tattoo that I got is the Narzel blade, also known as the blade that was broken, and it's on my arm. Are you ready? There we go. Oh my gosh, so right now it's in like a really gross phase because it's like peeling and it's scratching, so it's like dry and like really
It doesn't
weird looking.
even look like it's
I'll go closer.
real. It looks
He
like
did
it's
such
a
a good job.
sketch. Focusing on my
focusing
face.
on your face.
Here, just there we go. Just do that. There we go. That'll hide it.
Okay, so yeah, that's the sword. So obviously the bottom of it is broken. That's why it's not a full sword or anything. But we'll put a picture that the tattoo artist took because he did a really good job taking that photo, and you guys can see it a lot better. But his name is Dakum, and when I post a picture on my Instagram, I will tag him. But yeah, he did a really good job. We went to Chronic Ink, and everything was good, and I'm really happy with it. And so now I have 2 Lord of the Rings tattoos on both arms, and I have plans for a tattoo here and probably one like right here, and then in other places that I'll talk about later.
Well, you were telling me while you were getting tattooed, because even though I was allowed in the studio, I had to sit basically on the other end of it.
Yeah.
But you were saying that during the line work, right when you finished, he just looked at you and said, scared.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't know a lot of English words, so I think he was trying to find the one that made the most sense, so he was looking at me going, scared. And I was like, what do you mean? And then when he put it in his translator, he was saying that while he was doing all the line work, he was holding his breath because he wanted to make sure the lines were super straight. So he meant that he was scared, like he was anxious about doing it.
But he did a fantastic
He did such
job.
a good job, so I'm really happy with it. That's the reveal, and you guys are gonna be seeing this during the rest of my time on YouTube because, especially during the summer,
No, it's kind of stuck on you.
it's
so.
on me, and this is my talking hand. I talk, and you're gonna see it all the time. And yeah, if you don't like it, don't comment on it, because I get anxious when people say they don't like things that are permanently on my body. So I hope you like it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little update on my tattoo, and the next video is gonna be about the Blockbuster VHS tape. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!
See you guys.
Look at my tattoo waving. Goodbye.